What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday edition of my DFS podcast. I hope you guys all had a great holiday weekend. We start off our week here with a nice 7-game NBA slate. We also have Monday Night Football to look towards. So as usual, I'm going to give you guys one pick for each position here. We definitely have some value opening up. Christmas Day NBA value was brutal yesterday. I had said that it was a Christmas miracle that we had no questionable guys, but we also had no injuries yesterday. So all the teams were basically fully healthy, made for a pretty ugly NBA slate. Let's look towards today's slate. It's definitely looking a lot better. Some questionable guys in the Pelicans side of things, so that could open up a lot of value. There's already value for the Pelicans. A lot of value for the Heat as well, with Jimmy Butler also being questionable, which could just emphasize more value there. So let's dive right into things. Like this video. Make sure you are subscribed. And let's go right into the point guard position. Dosunmu on the Bulls. Looks like a great value play at 4,500. With no Alex Caruso, Dosunmu, the last 2 games with Caruso being out, has been the main point guard starting for them. They do have Goran Dragic and Kobe White, but those guys have not been playing any realistic minutes off of the bench. Dosunmu 34 and 32 minutes as a starter. The Caruso injury has definitely been benefiting him the most out of anyone. Needs 22 fantasy points to hit value. Looking pretty good right now. It's a great matchup against the Rockets. A nice high over-under. The highest over-unders on this slate tonight are the 4 later games starting at 8 o'clock Eastern. They all have a 230 or higher over-under. So those are the games that we want to target the most. Dosunmu, 4,500 looks pretty good. Shooting guard, CJ McCollum looks great. His price should be more than 9,000 at this point. With no Zion, well, Zion's doubtful. Brandon Ingram is still out. They're also without, who's the guy that got ruled out today? Herb Jones is out. And then we have Murphy and Dyson Daniels questionable. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that news, because Murphy would be a great play if he's playing. Dyson Daniels maybe gets some more run too, but those guys are questionable. But regardless, CJ McCollum's a great play at 8,800. This is a great matchup against the Pacers. Should feature a ton of points. Definitely one of the higher over-unders on the slate tonight. He needs like 43, 44 fantasy points to hit value. He's done that easily in the last 3 games. Basically the last 5 games. Really good play. Same price, same spot. I also really like Lonzo Ball tonight on the Hornets. He's been playing really well. If you can get McCollum and Ball in your lineups, you're looking pretty good. I do love both of these guys at sub 9,000. They should both be priced over 9,000 at this point with the production that they've been doing over the last week or so. Ball's been great. CJ's, I'm going to give the edge to CJ just a little bit, just because he has more usage. And LaMelo Ball has Rozier back, so maybe that cuts into his usage a little bit. But regardless, they're both great plays tonight. Small forward Zach LaVine, his price has gone up a little bit, but still not enough in my opinion. He was like 6,900 a couple games ago, and then 7,200 last slate. He's been playing really well. He has 20 or more points in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 out of his last 7 games. The shot's falling for him. And then, any other stat is, gonna come. He doesn't necessarily get a ton of rebounds and assists, but he does contribute one way or another in those categories. And also has a steal in the last 3 games. He needs 37 fantasy points to hit value. He's done that in his last 3 games. Had a great game against the Knicks last game. 37 minutes, 33 real points, 45 fantasy points. So like I said, he's been shooting the ball well. and that's a good thing to see. This is a good price, a nice cash game play. He has a high floor. He should be able to get you over 30 fantasy points, and then he represented that mid-40 ceiling last game. So there's not much to dislike about Zach LaVine tonight against the Rockets. Should have a lot of pace, and he should get plenty of shots up here. Good play at 7,400. Power forward, Jeremy Grant. I make these videos in the early afternoon. There's not a ton of value at power forward right now. Grant doesn't look bad. I don't know if he's a cash game guy, but he's definitely a tournament play at the very least. He has represented a ton of upside this year, and he's gotten into the 40s and 50s in certain spots. He has represented a low floor, but he should get you 30 fantasy points. His price isn't ideal at 7,100. He needs 35 to hit value. He's a guy you can expect to get low 30s. He's averaging 33 on the year. The price isn't perfect, but his upside is great. And this is a good matchup against the Hornets. There should be a lot of points here. And again, the power forward position right now isn't strong. So if nothing really opens up as we get closer to lock, Jeremy Grant's definitely a guy that I'm going to be looking at to roster at this position. And then for center, we have a ton of injuries for the Miami Heat. Like I said early in the video, Jimmy Butler's questionable, but Bam Adebayo is out. Dwayne Dedmon is out. Haslam is out. All their big guys are out except for Orlando Robinson and Nikola Jovic. I'm expecting Orlando Robinson to draw the start here tonight. So this looks like a great value play here. He's 4,100 against the Timberwolves. We do want to keep an eye out on this starting lineup because the starters are huge for Eric Spoelstra. If Orlando Robinson starts, he's the far better play. If Jovic starts, Jovic is probably the better play. We've seen before guys not in the starting lineup, like in Orlando Robinson or Nikola Jovic. If they come off the bench, there's a chance they don't even end up playing. So it's too risky. We have to see if they're in the starting lineup. Game's at 7:30 Eastern. We should get that starting lineup before lock. Robinson's expected to draw the start here, and at 4,100, he should easily see around 25 minutes, if not more. And we saw on December 15th, when he starts and gets the minutes, 35 minutes, he can produce 34 fantasy points. He only needs 20 at this price. So if he starts, he looks like borderline the best value play across the board tonight. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a strong slate here tonight. Again, like the video. Make sure you are subscribed, and let's get after it. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.